Hello, I'm Lucie Pierro at Breathe Music. I help aspiring singers rediscover their fearless, authentic voice. Today's video is what some would call a meditation. I call it a warm-up for the day. You can call it whatever you like. This could be a practice to access better tools for regulation and balance. What I love about what I do as an Alexander Technique teacher is I teach from the outside in. So what that means is as we learn to build awareness of our musculoskeletal systems and build a relation to them in terms of understanding how we mechanically move and function at an advantage to our whole body system. So this in turn provides better balance, strength, and confidence. And we get to learn about what our body is truly capable of without harming it, without causing injury. Then what is so beautiful about this work is that it begins to affect how we spiritually, creatively, and mindfully move through the world. We begin to understand ourselves in a much deeper level. It's a practice like anything else. Some days will be better than others. Today's practice will take about 5 minutes. It's an incredible technique, and I'm happy to share it. I teach online and I teach in person in Boca Raton, Florida. With this video, we begin to become aware of how we are moving, how our most important joints are moving in relationship with one another. So, for example, how our head is in relation to our spine, to our sits bones, and how we can find some space in our body by releasing some unnecessary tension. So join me and let me know what you think in the comments. See you later.
So feet hip width apart. So really feel that line from the hip bone all the way down to the middle of the foot, grounding into the earth. And just close our eyes, exhale everything out of our body. Let something go. Just take some gentle inhales and exhales and notice what's changing in your body. When you breathe in, are your shoulders rising? Are your arms moving? With an exhale, whatever you're noticing, we're just going to send a little cloud through that area and just let something go. The cloud is just going to swoop in and take away any tension, any holding, any thoughts. Maybe we're full from lunch. Maybe we have a little tension, a little tightness. I'm just letting that go. A few more gentle breaths. We're going to start to deepen the inhalation and the exhalation, starting to take in a little more air, a little more focused breathing, not the kind of breathing we do day to day, but we're giving some love and attention to that breath, reminding ourselves that this is the gasoline to our engine, the gas to our car to give us that power and that strength in our singing. We're going to take a really big exhale so that the belly button can start to compress towards the spine. Through the mouth. We can still breathe in through the nose if we like, but exhales are going to happen through the mouth, belly to spine. We're using our abdomen muscles to let that diaphragm muscle float up in towards our lungs to let the CO2 sink out of our body, letting go of tension, letting go of any noise from our morning, letting go of anything that we like. Our choice. We get to choose. When we inhale, we're going to notice the expansion in the ribs. The diaphragm is dropping. The ribs are opening. We may even notice under our armpits, down by our tricep muscles, we may feel the expansion in the ribs. The shoulders are just neutral. We're keeping them out of it. The head and neck are just being. They're just still. Just noticing any changes that's happening. From the very top of our head, the tippy top, we're just doing a quick body scan to notice what's happening around our temple, around our forehead. Is our forehead relaxed? Our eyes are relaxed. Giving our visual cortex a short rest. We process so much visually through the day and we can get tight behind the eyes. So from the front of the eyes all the way to the back of the head, just release any tension that's in there. Even just the thought of releasing that tension is helpful to all of our coordination and reflex. The next exhale, we can give some release to the jaw. The jaw is just hanging. The jaw is an appendage. It's not connected to our brain, to our skull. It's just two little joints where our TMJ joint is, and we're just letting that go, letting the jaw fall to the floor. Maybe a slight nod of the head as the nose tips down and up, down and up. A little bit of release in the back of the head. And when the nose tips down and the head tips forward a little bit, there's a slight elongation in the spine. Just taking our body scan to our spinal cord, all the way down to our tailbone. Our arms are lengthened, our fingers are reaching down to the floor. Maybe our arms are getting a little bit longer. We're keeping some nice length and strength in our abdomen, in our thoracic spine, so that our ribs can open and close with our breath. Our hips are nice and neutral. Our tailbone is pointing down to the ground. So there's almost a little bit of rounding in the pelvis, where the back of the pelvis is lengthening down and the front of the pelvis and the abdomen is lengthening up towards the sky. Our hamstrings, our quads are soft. Our legs are long. Our knees are soft. We don't want to lock out in the knees. Some softness in the front of the ankle to give us a little buoyancy as our feet are balancing, touching the earth. Let's take one long inhale. Exhale all of that out. Let's just bow our heads. Shake our head no. Shake our head yes. And we're going to open the eyes. Bring our gaze back up to one another. Maybe we feel a little heavier, maybe a little wider, a little longer.